What's going on? In this video we're going to be building this insane mansion, castle, Halloween mansion, castle, I don't know what you call it, but we're going to build it. So as always, sub if you're new, don't forget to smash a like, comment what you think, and use credit code TCB97 in the item shop. Let's get into it. Before I could get started on the build, I had to clear the area, which is what you're going to see now real quick, and then we'll actually jump over to where we're going to be building it. For this Halloween build, I wanted something with lava. The only place to find that is if you was to go inside a cave. I searched all the Lost Isles. I could not find a cave there. It took me about half an hour, so I gave up. Then I went to the Star Wars Island, found this Imperial base, destroyed it so we could actually start the build. So when I originally started the build, I wasn't sure which direction I wanted to go with it, so I thought I'd just lay down some stuff and see how it goes. I did start off with the grind geek method to get everything on the angle because the grid was not correct as to how I needed it to be in between the two little lava lakes. So for some reason, when you're building inside a cave, you can't use certain pieces. When you want to go in the ground, you can only go in so far. I'm not quite sure why, but that's why I had to use these shorter pieces for the bottom, as opposed to the deeper ones, which is originally what I would have done. I actually did something strange. Instead of building clipped onto the floor, I built on top of the floor. Does that make sense? So instead of clipping it so it becomes forwards, I actually built it on top, which caused some problems a bit later on, but it was very easy to get around, and you'll see all of that. I don't know what's going on with all the snap points in this game, but these trims especially, they don't always snap in the correct place. So some of the stuff you might see me like building freehand, just because there's a bit of a struggle to get it to clip on where I want it to go. Anyway, I was a little bit naughty and I put the top piece that you just saw me place, I done it inside out to give it the return effect that I wanted. Otherwise it would have kept poking out, but I wanted it to sort of go back in like a half diamond shape. Do you know what? It's so funny as well, because the whole time that I'm building this, despite it being a Halloween themed build, all I can hear is the Star Wars music because I'm in a Star Wars cave, and it's good. I'm a fan of Star Wars, so I like it, but it's just so annoying after a while. And it's like, I've turned the slider down to mute the music, and no matter what, it's just always on. I think they've done something wrong with the audio files where they've just put it in the wrong place, because no matter what you do, it just does not go unless you turn down like all the sound effects. I'm not quite sure why I'm talking about this. It's just weird having the Star Wars music on while building a Halloween thing, but you know what? Helped encourage me, so thank you, John Williams. Do you know what? The whole mad roof design with the two triangle bits, I have no idea where it came from, but what I do know is it looks good, and it's like a contrast as well from the sort of the green mansion look. Like if it was all just a plain mansion, I might as well use it prefab, so I figured I'll just add two giant towery looking things straight through the center, and it sort of just happened. I was in the zone. I didn't really think about it. It just sort of just went with it. And when I'm building these as well, like I'm not actually doing a commentary, I do all the voiceovers afterwards, so I could really sort of just think about it and get in the zone. And I mean, you only see the finished product and the process to it. You don't see all of the mistakes and the amount of times I undo stuff and redo stuff. Like these 10-15 minute videos is from like 2.5 hours worth of recording and footage, and that's where the sort of magic happens in the editing. It just takes a very long time to do it, but it's good because then you're not being distracted. When you're like recording yourself talking whilst playing, you're too busy thinking about, like, I can only do one or the other. I can only think about what I'm talking about. I can't think about what I'm building, so this way I can separate it and get a better result for both. I hope anyway. Just as I was about to start these custom windows, the game decided the build was just too much. It couldn't handle it. It was too impressed by it that it thought it would just stop. And it literally, it died. It done it twice as well. It's done it another time. It's really weird. Epic fix your game. I have no idea why that happened, but it loaded back up and the build was still there. So despite falling through the floor, it was all right. Anyway, I've been talking a lot for like 4 minutes straight, pretty much. So how about I play some nice spooky music to carry us through for a little bit, and then I might just jump in and talk about who knows what. I'll catch you in a bit. Uh-oh, did you spot what I done there? I'll give you a second. What I'd done was I placed that piece upside down. Didn't even realize it until later in the video where I do correct it. I was really struggling with ideas of how to get this to look right. So I thought I'll sort of match the front a little bit by having it stick out. I think it looks all right. Here, for some reason, I thought I'm going to check to see if bus stations work in a cave. I didn't actually go forwards and try to get on the train. I don't want to bug the game out, but that kind of tells me that it might. And also this flag, I haven't checked to see if it works, but I'm going to do that when I next log on. Some of these roof pieces as well, I had to use smaller pieces because the 16 didn't fit against the gable. I have no idea why, but that's why I've had to do it this strange way. And again, there's not a half piece to close the gap, so I just done some flat pieces, which is kind of what they do in this bundle anyway, in this Lego pass, so it kind of made sense just to do that. And then, so the back, I spent so much time for like, I've deleted probably about 20 minutes worth of footage where I was just trying to sort of figure out what to do. Absolutely could not figure it out. I tried a few things. I've cut them out the video because there's no point in me showing you what I didn't like. But essentially I just sort of brought the back out a little bit. I could have copied the front, but then it just wouldn't look right. So what I'd done was I sort of brought this down and I had like some of the windows that set back in. I basically put them, but so it sets all the way back into the floor as well, which you'll see in a second. I also matched the lights, the windows as well, because they got that sort of light, they glow a little bit, so I thought I'd match that to the front. I also matched the little, the custom window that I'd done above it. I thought I might as well do that. And then the bit in between the two spikes, I've just thought the best thing to do is just make it flat and just go for it that way. See, I think this looks good, but then for some reason I destroyed it. I was a bit indecisive about it, but I think it looked alright as it was. What this build doesn't have is enough balconies. There's one at the front and that's about it. So I thought, let me smash 3 big balconies at the back of the building. Have no windows or anything at the bottom. Just have, as I said earlier, the bits that set back in to give it that sort of... The green doesn't look great on its own, I'll be honest. I don't ever build with the shack pieces because I don't like the green. So I thought I have to sort of mix in something, and what better than the Halloween bundle that they give you, right? Or that you have to pay for still. I thought I might as well use that just to sort of get a bit of contrast. I did use the Spider-Man pieces as well, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man grey floor pieces, because it matches the darker tone and it sort of contrasts really nicely. So I thought it's best to do that. I wasn't sure what to do on this bit here, so again I just carried on the inset bit and had those pillars go down, because it's a lot of people, they build and their buildings are flat. You need to have the depth that sort of really is what catches the eye. So I went for as much of that as I could, which is why I've got these roof pieces on the floor going all the way along. And to me, it's just a bit more, it's just something to look at. Ah, the game froze. It done it again. It died. Why is it? I don't know why it done that. Maybe because I'm building in a cave. I don't know. I thought the video froze. But yeah, that's it died twice. I said earlier that it died twice. There you go. Fix your game, Epic. I don't know why that's happening. Plus all the lag that we get as well when we're selecting items. I don't know what's going on. So we are wrapping up this build. Gonna go around and do some finishing details. I might as well play a little bit of music just to see us through until I feel the need to speak again. So I'll catch up with you in a minute. Yep, so I tried this roof piece, did not like it at all. Tried to use these pieces to build like a little 3-tier thing, did not like that either. So I settled on this, but I didn't want to put it all the way long. I just wanted to cover that gap down the middle. So I thought if I do 3 at the front, then I can just do a strip of just 1 going all the way down the middle, just to sort of, I don't know, you're never going to see up that high, are you? So it sort of just made sense to do it this way. But yeah, that kind of wraps up that. We're just finishing the last sort of trim pieces. These are pieces that we haven't actually had anything like before, so it's interesting to see how other people are going to use them as well. Going to put some fences on here. In the thumbnail, there is some more decorations. I'm not going to show that in the video, but I'm going to probably do a follow-up video of this as soon as possible, really, just to sort of finish off the inside. Maybe I'll get somebody to come along and help. I'll see what happens. Put some red lights behind the windows to try and give it that more spooky look. You can't really see it, to be honest, but yeah, it looks good. And this is the tour. We're going to do a fly around. That's what the sides are like, the back. It comes together nicely. It's like a massive build. You know, the actual mansion itself is like 9 by 9 pretty much, and then you got the front bit that sticks out another 2. Yeah, turn the light off. Definitely got the Halloween look. As you approach the door, you can see the red lights a little bit better, and it's all foggy as well, so the green and the fog, it just looks great. Obviously there's no flooring. I've got quite a lot of work to do inside, but the main thing was getting the shell of it done, getting the outside of it done, and yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all there is to look at for now. Obviously there's going to be like 3 floors that we can do, so there's a lot to crack on with. Can you say that's it for this video? Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Say it, come on.